ChatGPT recently launched a new tool called Tasks, and while most people are using it for basic reminders, I'm going to show you some examples that will blow your mind. In the next few minutes, I'll show you a quick review on how to set up new tasks, and then we'll explore how I'm using tasks to get better stock information, get nightly dinner ideas customized to my personal diet, and how I'm using it to put things like mortgage rates into context compared to history. Then we'll create our own example to get smarter about the world. We'll start learning about cities around the world every day with a simple task setup. So come along, let's jump over into ChatGPT and get started. Okay, so if you're not familiar with tasks, then this is something that is for customers of ChatGPT who are paying the $20 a month fee or the $200 a month at the current pricing. They are planning to roll it out to the free plan, but they just haven't yet. And that's as of middle January 2025. So by the time you're watching this, it may already be available in the free plan. So if you're looking for how to create tasks, then all you have to do is jump over here in your ChatGPT, start a new conversation, okay, and then in the little drop down, it's going to be here as the second option to set up a scheduled task, okay, and it's the same on your phone. So if you want to use it from the ChatGPT app on your phone, you can totally do. You just have to get into the app, and then before you start a new chat, just make sure you hit the little drop down at the top and switch into scheduled tasks. And then once you're in that mode, you can start creating, okay? So what I want to do then is show you how to edit your old tasks and where to find the information, okay? So just a quick review here, but when you click on your name in the top or on the app, it's going to be, I think, in the bottom left, then basically you're going to see a new item in here, and this is where your tasks are located, okay? So this is the stuff you've created already. And one thing I will point out is you're limited to having a maximum of 10 tasks, okay? So I've only got 4 right now. If you need to create more than 10, you're not able to do so right now, but you can always go in here and delete a task or pause one and then create a new one that's active. Let's jump in and look at some of these tasks that I've created, okay? So instead of just saying, hey, give me dinner ideas, why not get really in depth about it? Okay, so you can go even deeper than I have here, but help me prepare a high protein, low carb dinner recipe, make it easy to prepare and suggest some low carb sides. Now, I could get even more specific, like telling it that I don't like cauliflower or et cetera, et cetera. So those are some of the things that you can do. And now let me just show you what the output looks like here. Here is what I get for today for my dinner recipe. All right, garlic butter salmon with asparagus. This is great. Okay, 4 salmon fillets. Now, for me personally, that's going to be a little much, but for a family of 4, okay, maybe that would work. So I may need to get more specific about like how many people I'm feeding and that kind of thing, but gives you the whole recipe and also some good suggestions. So again, I would go back in here and say something like, I don't really like cauliflower rice, so let's not suggest that, but that's fine. And what I love about this is, compared to going online to get a recipe, is that there's not a million ads around this, and I don't have to scroll all over the place. And plus, these are saved into your chat history. So, you know, every day I'm going to get new recipes in here, and I can scroll back through them, and I can even search through them, right? Now, let's go in here and check out another example. All right, so let's look at the Ford stock price. Now, I want to show you what this task looks like before we get in there. All right, so instead of just getting the price of a stock, okay, you can do more. So like for me, I like to know where the price is relative to the 52-week high and low. Okay, I could also say, give me the volume and tell me how it relates to the volume yesterday and last year on this day. Okay, save. Okay, and then every day at 9, that's the data I get, okay? Now if I click on this, you'll see that it's really nice. It gives me a graph every day. And so like this morning, the current price is $10.37, right? The 52-week high is $14.85, low is $9.49, so we're about 30% below the 52-week high. So I just like to keep track of this stuff. You can see like over time it's given me the same chart, and it gives me this nice history that I can look back through. That's one idea with the stock examples. So let's bounce over here. Now I've got a really basic Euro USD cross rate. I will say sometimes when you set these up, you don't get the fanciest data, but this is where you just need to talk to the chat and get something better. Now the last thing I want to show you here is another thing I'm doing with more historical context. Okay, so like the 30-year mortgage rate, I just like to know where that's at right now and then compare it. Looking back to the last time this ran, the 30-year mortgage rate was 7.04%. How does that compare to last year? 6.69 last year, and in 2015, 3.66. So then it gives me a little analysis, right? So I can even ask for analysis. Okay, so let's look at that task just so you can see what I wrote. Okay, so please send me the last 30-year mortgage interest rate in the USA. Compare that to this time last year and this time 10 years ago. Tell me where you think interest rates are headed in the next 3 months. Okay, so if I'm a real estate agent or something like that, this is cool to get this every day because not only do you know your rates, but you also get a chance to put some context into it. And then it's just like you got this information kind of front of mind every morning. And once you start looking at this and seeing it every day, then you just get smarter and smarter about it. Okay, so once I set that up, it says, boom, I'll send that every day at 12:30 and we're good to go. All right. So those are some of the examples I'm using. You can get even more in depth, but I just wanted to show you that next layer down because right now what I'm seeing on YouTube and social media and stuff is everybody's just doing some really basic task lookups and stuff like that. And I just wanted you to know that you can really get a lot deeper and leverage the sort of knowledge base of ChatGPT to give you a lot more information. Let's go ahead and create ourselves a new task here. Okay, and what I wanted to do is get smarter about cities of the world. All right, so what we're going to do here is just say, okay, every day at PM MST, please tell me about a new city of the world. I want to know the population, what it's known for, why people visit, and more. What are controversies about this city? Okay, are there any famous people from this city? Tell me what are the demographics as well. Then tell me what the median price of a home is in this. And so now we've got something here that's like going to tell us about a city. We're going to learn about this every day. We're going to get familiar with all these places around the world. We're going to know some of the real estate information and the demographic information and that kind of thing. So you could do this for learning world leaders and presidents and stuff like that. I hope that helps you get a little deeper with some examples of how to use ChatGPT tasks. And listen, if you like this kind of content, I would appreciate a thumbs up. And if you like this and haven't subscribed to my channel already, please give it a subscribe. I'd love to have you on board. So be sure to check out some of the videos that are going to pop up on the page here in just a second. And we'll see you in the next video.